Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the Pottervision boys! How are we doing? Are we all alright?
Yeah!
Nice to see you. Do I have to hold both of these now?
Well, it depends what people prefer. You better for that one.
Yeah.
I'm further away. Right. Does it matter if you can hear us like this, or would you prefer to hear us like that? Any opinion?
I don't mind. The first one. Yeah, first one.
Which one was that?
No microphone.
Without microphone. Yeah, it's more natural, isn't it?
Yeah.
Simply.
I'll use that
Oh.
one.
Hey, but I have to use this one anyway for the recording.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah, because we'd have had to use 4 microphones then, wouldn't we? Because we've got this to record our voices, and then there's 2 microphones to amplify, so that'd have been weird, wouldn't it? Like, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that signal again. Looked a bit gangbangy, didn't it?
Do it again for me. Oh, lovely.
Liked it. Bit sexual. Everyone all right?
Yeah!
Good. Yeah, give us a cheer if you've come to see us before.
Woo!
Give us a cheer if it's your first time. Yeah, episode 141. Good place to start. Yeah, good. All right. But does everyone here listen to the podcast at least?
Yeah!
Yeah, does anybody not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who said that?
It's your dad.
It's me dad. Oh, it's me dad. Yeah. Hey, and do you know what's worse? He's here on my mum's freebie. Because
What does that mean, brother?
because my mum is a Patreon listener, and those of you who are Patreon listeners, you got a discount code, yeah, not to make the others jealous, and you could get free tickets. And my dad used my mum's discount code, if you know what I mean.
It's quite the euphemism, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice one.
That's all right, isn't it? Yeah, but my dad's coming to see the show later, and he thought he'd come here. Is anybody coming later?
Yeah!
Yeah. Is anybody not coming later? Don't be ashamed, that's fine. But yeah, if you've not got anything on and you don't like football, we've booked in a Manchester date during the FA Cup final, haven't we?
Is it the final?
Yeah!
It is the final. It was funny because I was trying to get a guest today because we were going to have like a special guest.
Yeah.
And I was going to get... Do you know Jamie Hutchinson, that comedian? I'm friends with him, and I was like, hey, bit last minute, do you want to do that? He went, fuck no. I went, why? And he goes, FA Cup final. I was like, oh.
I was upset because I'd already bought 6 microphones. Bit upsetting. But yeah, good, all right. Well, it's nice to see you all here, yeah?
Yeah. All right then. Let's have a cheer for the start of the show!
Hey!
Lovely bit of energy. Episode 190.
141.
141.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
It feels like we're getting near the end a bit, doesn't it?
No.
Do you feel like that listening to it? It's like the penultimate book, isn't it? And I think, because in this
we've really slowed down.
Yeah, we have, that's true.
The last book took 2 years.
Yeah, but like in this chapter I was listening to things like Ollivander's Wand Shop and Elop's Owl Emporium, and I was thinking, it might be the last time these things are mentioned in these books.
Ah, well.
But yeah.
Right then, how are you? How have you been?
Yeah, I'm alright. I'm a bit tired, because I flew here from Germany today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I had school yesterday. I work in a school, I'm not daft. I was in school, and then I had to get the train at 4 a.m. in Germany, and then the plane was at like 7 o'clock, and now I'm here. So I'm a bit tired, but it's good for you, isn't it?
You look wonderful.
Do I? Yeah, it must be the lights. But I had a scary encounter at the train station. Anyone who's been to a train station at untoward hours may have bumped into people who drink. Has anybody had an experience like this? And there was a guy sat on the bench, and I was there, and he wanted to be friends with me. And I was like,
With you?
with me, yeah. And I was like, well, I don't really want to make friends at 4 in the morning. But he started hugging me, and I was like...
Hugging you?
Yeah, honestly. He was like, oh, how are you doing?
Is this in Frankfurt?
This is in Fulda, so this
Yeah,
was
yeah,
before I
yeah.
got the train to Frankfurt. So
What do
this
he look like?
He tall,
Mm.
handsome, yeah.
Why are you complaining?
Well, 'cause he stank of booze, and then he hugged me, and then he looks at me in the eye and he says, "I was born in the wild, you know." I said, "Were you?" And he was telling me this story about how he was born in a forest with his mum. Well, everyone's born with their mum, but how he was born in this forest, and he's like, "Oh, not like you. I bet you live somewhere, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I live somewhere." He's like, "Not me. I was born in a forest." And I was like, "Have you been there for 30 years?" He's like, "No, I live in Fulda now." I was like, "All right." And then I was feeling a bit uncomfortable because he was like not letting me get away. And then I
Was
was
the hug going on throughout this whole conversation?
no, but there were multiple hugs. He hugged me 3 times, and
Yeah.
it was I didn't like it.
That's the difference between me and you. First hug,
Yeah.
I'm walking off.
Well, I was trying to politely get away, and then I was like looking at the departure board, and I was like, "Oh, my train's coming soon." And he looks at the board and he goes, "Next train's in half an hour. You're fine."
Can read, can you?
I was
Teach you reading in the woods.
yeah, it was a bit scary then. And then I went, "Oh, I'm going to go to my platform," and he said, "I'll come with you." And then at that point, I was like, "No. Like, I've let you have your fun. I've been nice, but."
He's fun.
Yeah, and he was like, "Why are you leaving me? The train's not for half an hour." I said, and then I was honest. I was like, "I just feel a bit uncomfortable."
That's nice.
This man from the forest.
You said that in German?
Yeah.
Say that to me in German.
Ich fühle unangenehm mit dir.
Unangenehm.
Unangenehm. Yeah. Angenehm is like comfortable, isn't it? And unangenehm, uncomfortable.
And what's that, my dear? My
Mit
love?
dir is with you.
Oh, with
Feel
you.
comfortable with you.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
Scaring me. Yeah. Yeah, so that was that. And then, got the train, got the plane. You picked me up from the airport. Very nice of you.
I had a freak on a train yesterday.
I didn't call him a freak.
I did though. I got the train from. I was coming from Bangor, but on the train from Chester to Stockport, a northern line, and there was like I noticed this guy was staring at me, and then I looked up and he was looking. I looked up again and I stared at him for a bit, and he did not look away. So I was like, I'm fucking looking away. I don't want to stay in that forever. And then I don't know. I had my laptop out, and he was watching me for ages. And I can describe. I don't know. No other words to describe this man than just like a horrible scally. And I was like, oh. So I noticed him watching me for ages, and then when I got to Stockport, I stood up to like get off the train, and then I watched him watch me stand up. And then he stood up as well, and I was walking near the exit near him, and I went and went to walk past him. He stands up, and then I decided to walk the other way. So I went to the other exit, and then I noticed him like watching me like that, and I was like, I don't know what he's gonna do to me, and I started getting really scared in broad daylight. Well, there's like loads of people about, and then I got off the train, and then I ran into the. I don't know if I sound like a wimp. I ran into the waiting lounge, and I was like...
Oh, so you weren't brave enough to go in for the third hug.
And I went, I was like peeping and waiting for him to leave, and then I ran home,
People are scary, aren't they? I don't know what it is at the moment. I went to see Mad Max at the cinema last night. That was good. And why I did that when I had to get the train at 4 a.m, I don't know, but I thought I'd watch a 3-hour movie. But on the way back, I was walking back to the bus stop, and I heard, "Hello! Hello!" And it kept getting louder as if I'm ignoring her, so I thought, oh, it must be for me. And I look up, and there's a woman in the balcony, and she says in German, she goes, "Meet me on the ground floor, I'll see you there." And I just went, "No!" Walked away. I don't know if there's something in the air, if people are being like, I don't know. Maybe it's with the heat of
Well,
the summer.
I think nutters are attracted to you.
Take it as a compliment.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you think she wanted?
I don't know, but I think the bad thing about me is that half of me wanted to find out. But that's how you get murdered, isn't it? So I thought this time I'll say no and walk away. Yeah, I think if she was already on the ground floor, I might have had a look. But she's meeting me there. What's that all about? That's like an ambush.
Did you go to the cinema on your own?
Yeah, well, Martina's gone to Nuremberg for the weekend to see some alpacas. For a friend's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I thought I'll go see Mad Max on my own.
How is it?
It's all right, yeah. Yeah, it's very good. Has anyone seen it? No. It's basic. Has anyone seen any of the Mad Max films? It's very similar. It's basically someone on a bike throwing bombs, and then there's like someone flying about throwing bombs, and then there was a man in the film, and he's got a 3-piece suit on, but he's got holes in it where his nipples are. This character, and he spends the whole film doing that, and it's horrible, but you can't look away.
That lad's in it, you know. You're a football fan, aren't you? What? Yeah. Who are you? You're my son.
Come on, give your son a nice big kiss.
There's this guy on TikTok and Instagram. He's like an Australian. He's like a blonde guy with a bit of an intense face, and he's got this song that he's come up with, and he's obsessed with. Who's he obsessed with? Haaland, Hoyland. Are they the same person?
Is that Eric? Eric Hoyland.
Who's that?
No? Oh, I thought I knew football, but I don't. What? Is there not someone called Eric Haaland?
What's that?
No.
Rasmus Hoyland. But yeah, they've stuck him in this Mad Max film, that lad.
Just because he's Australian?
I think they like to put interesting looking people in these films.
Yeah.
And he's interesting looking.
Yeah.
But there's a clip of this lad, and like he's come all the way to Manchester to see this footballer, and he's been singing about him on. He's been singing about him online for a whole year.
Yeah.
And then he's like, Hoyland, Hoyland. Hoyland goes, I don't like that.
Yeah, because it's all set in Australia, isn't it? And but it's in a dystopian like future. I remember the first time I watched the film, I didn't realise it was set in a dystopian future. I was just told, oh, it's set in Australia. And so
Is that what it's like, is it?
I thought, I'm not going there, it looks horrible. You can't even drive down the road without someone flying about throwing things at you. Yeah. But yeah, it was good. It was 3 hours, but it was good. And Queen's Gambit was in it as well. She was very good. What's her name? Anya something. Joy. Taylor Joy, my dad knows. Why are you raising your eyebrows like that?
He always knows what they're called.
But yeah, it was good.
Oh.
How have you been, me old mucker?
All right. Yeah. Same as everyone, really. Just plodding on with life.
Yeah.
I don't know if microphone might be better, you know, like amplification.
No, I think it'll be the same.
Fair enough. Yeah, I've been plodding along. This guy's insane, right? Let me just start on that. Like, he's like crammed so much into today.
Yeah.
We had so much to do. He had to go to sleep last night. He had to be up at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And today, he's decided to, he's like, in this day, we'll record a sketch, edit it, do a podcast, and do a live show.
Yeah.
And fly a plane from Frankfurt into
I wasn't
Manchester.
flying the plane. I was just sitting on the plane.
No, you were flying the plane.
Yeah.
And then we filmed the sketch, and as I'm editing it on my computer, this is for later, as I'm editing it, he goes, boss, I'm like, don't need to call me that. He goes, can I go to sleep? I've only had an hour's sleep. I'm like, if you want, then.
Yeah. Have a little nap.
Yeah.
And does anyone ever actually feel better after a nap? No. I always feel worse. I was like, oh, a nap, that'll be good. And then an hour later, I'm like, Christ, what's happened to me? I feel like death.
Does anyone do them 10-minute power naps? I do. We fall asleep for 10 minutes, and then I wake up and my heart is like, what the fuck has happened to me? I'm dying.
Yeah. Why take that long to get to sleep? I couldn't have one of them 10-minute power naps.
Yeah.
I'd be like 8 minutes in, start to feel drowsy, and then my alarm would go off.
Well, what are you doing? Why does it take you so long to get to sleep?
I'm thinking about, I don't know, the world, suffering, pain.
Suffering?
Yeah, there's a lot going on at the minute. You don't like hearing about that, do you?
Who's suffering? You're very selfish.
Hey, what do you mean? There's wars going on,
Come on,
famine,
listen.
poverty.
I'll tell you what I've been up to.
So you don't like talking about it.
One of my first things I put that I kind of like discussed was like Lucas being mental, and I put because you crammed so much into today.
Yeah.
And then keep putting my foot in my mouth. But let me tell you this: I was on the train to Bangor from London, and because I was doing a gig in Bangor, and then I sat down in this carriage and I sat next to this old woman. And she looked at me and she was like, "Oh, why are you going to Bangor?" And I was like, I didn't want to say I was doing a comedy gig. And so I went, "Oh, I'm visiting family." And then we didn't speak for 10 minutes. And then 10 minutes in, she went, "Where do your family live in Bangor?" And I went, "What are you talking about?" Because I'd immediately forgotten that I said I was visiting family in Bangor.
Yeah.
So I decided to accuse her of being insane. I was like, "You're losing it, babe."
How did she respond to that?
I didn't say that.
Oh, right.
She's bragging about her son. Her son hurt his leg and now he can't run anymore. And I was
It's
like,
nothing to brag about, is it? Hey, my son broke his leg. What's your son broke?
And I was like, "How old is he?" And she went, "Oh, he's 57. I was like, "Not arsed."
Right, you stop bragging about your son when they've graduated. I feel like that's the cut-off point, isn't it? They've graduated or when they get married, when they're 57. Just, your son's done what he's done. He's finished now.
You won't like your dad to brag about you?
What, when I'm 57?
No, now. You've graduated now.
No, I didn't. I graduated about 9 years ago.
Yeah, but you said you should stop bragging once you've graduated.
Yeah. No, yeah, I don't know. I just feel I'm just getting on with life now, aren't I?
Do you brag about him, Derek?
There you go. And that's the way it should be. Yeah. Good.
That's such a sad. No. Yeah. What else do you want to talk about?
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think what else I've been up to.
Go on, you must have a story.
That's putting me on the spot, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I've just been travelling around. Oh, I had my last German lesson last Thursday.
Are you fluent now?
No, but it's the last obligatory one, and then I've just got this living in Germany exam in June, where they asked me if Hitler was good or bad. And then...
What are you going to say?
Well, it feels like a trick question, doesn't it?
Oh, we did so much for the infrastructure.
Yeah.
After the Treaty of Versailles, the country was in ruins.
He knows more. You did a history degree, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but most of them are common sense. But then some of them are like very difficult. They're about like law and politics and stuff, and everything sounds similar. Like there's the Bundesrat. There's the
The Bunderat.
not the Bundesrat. The Bundesrat. That's like the government building. Then there's the Bundestag, and then there's the Bundesminister. There's lots of Bundes in Germany. Yeah, so it's a bit confusing, the politics stuff. But then the other stuff is like, was Hitler bad? And what currency does Germany use? What's the flag of Germany? Point it from the pictures. So a lot of it's very easy, but then some of it's difficult. But then you only have to get about half of them right, so I think I'll be all right. Don't want to sound too confident. I think you lot could do it.
What's wrong with them lot?
Well, you know, they've not studied, have they?
Could do it.
For example.
Thickest of the thick. Coming to this shit on a Saturday afternoon. It's sunny out there.
Well, I'll put it to the test. What animal is the national animal of Germany? You get 4 choices. Is it a bear? Is it an eagle? Is it a lion? Or is it a moth? Any ideas?
Bear.
Oh, you are thick. It's an eagle. Who said eagle? Who knew it was an eagle? Someone said eagle. Yeah,
Two,
eagle, yeah. Adler.
Excuse me.
That's German for eagle. That's the other tricky bit, is they're all in German, the questions. So that's the other tricky part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know how I get on. And if I get them enough right, I get to stay in Germany for as long as I like.
Can people at the back see us well enough? Do you want us to sit on stools instead?
I think we're all right. What's up with you? You're like someone's mum at a birthday party. Everybody got something to drink. Have you had a slice of birthday cake? Have you had a slice of birthday cake? Oh, you've not touched that. Have you had a party bag? What's up with you? Everyone can see us. Everyone can hear us.
Paid for a show.
Half of them have paid for a show.
All right then.
Yeah, you can see and hear us, can't you? Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Well, are you ready for the chapter rundown?
No, I've got loads more to say.
All right.
Let's do 5 minutes with the microphones. I just want to see what it's like.
All right.
You pick up the other one.
Yeah.
I think it might make for a better atmosphere.
All right.
Who knows though? I might ruin the recording, but I'll judge it in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how I'll judge it. I'll tell you a story about what I'm going to cut. I'll tell you something I'm going to cut out anyway.
Story I could share with other people.
Yeah, totally. I stayed in an Airbnb in London, and I got a. I don't really like cooking or anything, so for 3 days all I ate was crunchy nut clusters. What a 3 days!
I bet you were regular.
What a personal question! Asking a young man that.
You gotta be. How many bowls of crunchy nut clusters were you having a day?
2.
Yeah, but how many clusters is that? You add it all up in a bowl, there must be 50 to 100 clusters.
What do you think them clusters are doing to a man?
Giving you fibre.
I don't think so.
Have a look on the back of the packet. I'm sure there's got to be fibre in a crunchy nut cluster.
I think crunchy nut choco clusters are more of a.
Hey, you didn't tell. Hey, hang on a minute. You didn't tell me they were crunchy nut choco clusters.
I think they're more of a dessert than like an actual breakfast cereal. Do you know what I mean?
They're everything when that's all you're eating.
You told me that you used to devour a box of Crave in a day.
Yeah, that's true.
Bored?
Yeah. Box of Craving a day. I like sometimes it's nice eating cereal dry. Does anyone ever do that? Yeah, just take the box to your bed before you ring for help, and just have a bit of cereal. It's like crisps, isn't it?
Do you two do that?
I was saying Nesquik cereal, and he
Yeah.
said that's a powder, and I said no, there's a Nesquik cereal.
Yeah. He's thinking of the milkshakes. Yeah.
Little rabbit poos.
Yeah, dead nice.
You never had them? Where are you from?
No secrets.
Not from Europe or America?
Yeah, Nesquik cereal. I feel like you were either a Nesquik kid or you weren't. I never had Nesquik. But I had a friend who'd have Nesquik everything. He'd have like Nesquik, milkshake, cereal, bars, straws. A Nesquik straw.
Make your milk strawberry flavour.
Yeah. Bloody yeah. Yeah, Nesquik kid. Yeah. I used to have frosted shreddies. That was me.
I had 2 bowls of shreddies last night.
Oh.
Does this interest you? What an interesting story.
Does that count as a balanced diet now? You're mixing shreddies up with your choco clusters.
A fire alarm went off at 8 a.m. in this Airbnb, and there's a few little studios in there along with mine.
Yeah.
And I had to go down at 7 a.m. and I was on the street with all these other people. And do you ever forget, like, strangers you don't know that well? And I was jumping too much into deep conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And I was going to this woman, I was like, I was asleep. And she was like, oh, yeah, so was I. I was like, I was in a nice deep sleep. And she was like, okay. I was dreaming. Yeah.
I remember as a kid there was once a fire alarm during Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat. So I was the dad, Jacob, and the fire alarm went off, and we had to all go outside with our like robes and no shoes, and it was very odd because I had like 12 sons, and during a fire alarm you got to make sure they're all okay, haven't you? 'cause I don't know where the teachers were. I thought, well, I'm the dad. So I got to check on the kids. But yeah, it was horrible. That was outside Venue, you don't know Venue Cymru. Sorry, a theatre in North Wales.
They might.
They might. Venue Cymru, yeah.
Any Welsh in?
No?
No?
Yeah. But yeah, that was a bit odd. Everyone dressed up like they're biblical during a fire alarm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Takes you out of the play a bit, that, doesn't it? You know, when there's a fire alarm or a phone or something, you think, God, I was in the Bible then. And then I hear a fire alarm and I'm back to planet Earth. I know the Bible's on planet Earth, but you know what I mean, don't you?
I was reading the Bible to you, wasn't I, when we were in... I was, when we were
In Dublin. No, Belfast. One of them.
Yeah, it was Belfast. And I got the Bible out the bedside table. And you thought it must have been a funny addition, but no, this is in the Bible, because I jumped to the Jesus stuff. I was like, come on, let's get to the good stuff. I was like, jump to there, and it talks about the, the Immaculate Conception.
Yeah.
And it starts off, this is how it all starts. You might know, you might all be Bible experts, but it's like, well, didn't it say something along the lines of Joseph considered divorcing her, but he didn't want to, like, besmirch her publicly or something like that?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought he was making it up. Because I was like, I think I'd just come out of the shower and you were like, hey, listen to this. And he had a Bible. And he was like, yeah, Joseph was pissed off. And I was like, I don't think it says pissed off in the Bible. But you weren't saying it word for word, were you?
What do you mean? I was.
Were you, verbatim?
Yeah, it was along the lines of, has anyone ever noticed this? Come on.
Notice what? The Bible.
She's calling God. No, like just the funny. I don't know. It started a bit judgmental on Mary, but yeah. But that was about that. We had fun sharing that bed, didn't we? Most time when we go on tour, we always share a bed. Out of choice.
Yeah.
No, if we can get a twin room, we can. We will. But,
Yeah.
turn that off. But that time we had to share a big bed, and we laughed ourselves to sleep, didn't we?
Oh, yeah. We had a barrel of laughs, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good fun when you have good company.
Mm.
You can share a bed with anyone, can't you?
All right then. Do you want to give us a rundown?
Hey, I bloody will. It's chapter 6 of book 6, Draco's Detour. Exciting. They go to Diagon Alley. They've got new books to buy. They've got bigger. They need bigger clothes. Yeah, can't use magic. They have to go buy new clothes. Yeah. So they go to Diagon Alley. They buy their stuff. And who do they bump into in Madame Malkin's shop? But Draco Malfoy and his mum. They're being rude. He's saying like, watch where you put that pin. And then they have a bit of an argument. And then they walk out. And then later on, the kids go and visit Fred and George's new shop. Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. They've got all sorts. Sweets. All sorts. Yeah. And they spot out the window Draco Malfoy sneaking about like that. Wow. What's he up to? So they decide to follow him, and he goes to Nocturne Alley, which is like bad. Bad alley. And he goes down there and he goes into Borgin and Burke's and he's asking about some wizard artifact that needs fixing. Scary stuff. And then he leaves, and then Hermione tries to figure out what it is but doesn't get anywhere. And then they go back to the Weasley shop. And that was it. Draco's Detour.
What a chapter.
What a chapter. I enjoyed it. I do like Diagon Alley. It feels like, it's nice, isn't it, being in a town centre? Do you know what I mean? It's like, it reminds me of like, ooh, back in my hometown looking at a busker or pigeons.
Looking at a busker. Oh my word! Do you have some money, sir?
Like going into a shopping centre or something. I feel like you always get the most fantastical people in shopping centres, don't you?
Fantastical people in shopping centres.
Because this might just be me. I'm not talking about a shopping park, because, you know, they're good, aren't they? I'm talking about rundown shopping centre. Because most people, they walk along the high street and they go to the shops, don't they? But a shopping centre, yeah? That's where the rundown shops are. And that's where you get the strange people who are there every day. Doing Is this like that in your hometown as well? Yeah, it's isn't it? It's great. I used to love going on my lunch break when I worked in Oldham to Oldham shopping centre, and I used to sit there with a Subway sandwich and just watch the nutters. And I'd recognise them, and they'd recognise me. I was probably the Subway nutter to those people.
Some peeper.
Yeah, well, I suppose when I'm walking into Subway and the person there goes, the usual. Yeah.
I think I've told this story before, but that made me stop going to a Subway once.
Did it?
Because I went into a Subway, I'd go all the time to get a Subway salad, and then the guy went, the usual, and I was like, not fucking coming here again. Freak.
Yeah.
And by that, like, memorized, and I never went again, like, I just started getting something else.
Well, because I do like Subway, and I go in Fulda, and I get the meal deal with a cookie. And normally I go for white chip and macadamia, yeah. But I thought I'll have double chocolate today. But the guy knows my order each time. She's like, bam, 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 sandwich, Philly beef and cheese. And then he goes, white chip and macadamia. And I go, no, I'll have the double chocolate. And he goes, oh! I thought, there's no need for that.
There's no need. You get all red in the face.
Oh. But when I'm on my own, I don't mind. Because if there's no one else like in the queue and it's empty, I'm like, it's easy, innit? He knows what I want. He gets the order. But when there's a long queue, I go in and he's like, yeah, beef, salad, onions, jalapenos, chipotle sauce. The other people in the queue are looking at me like, how does he know what you want? Makes me feel bad.
Does it?
Self-conscious.
If anything, they like that because it's like going quicker.
Yeah, that's true.
I was in a Morrison's cafe yesterday morning in Bangor.
Yeah. Close to me. Morrison's cafe. Sorry.
What is that?
It's like Olivia on Rose, isn't it? But Morrison's. I don't know, I'm a bit delirious.
Anyone else get that? No idea what that was.
Sorry, I've been up since 2:45.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I do this thing, and I've spoken about it before, but like, sometimes I speak to people in workplaces, and I think I'm being really friendly. I thought I was ordering like this, I was like, please can I have a full breakfast, like that? But I don't want to like confuse them, so I go, please can I have a full breakfast and one coffee? They didn't like it too much. What?
It's patronising, isn't it? God, this is difficult having a drink with this. It's like I'm holding a double cone.
Is this two microphone thing too distracting now? Is anyone thinking about it? No.
No, I think you're in your head too much. What's up with you?
I overthink everything.
Yeah.
Are you alright? You don't look alright.
I'm
You've not had enough sleep, have you?
No. So, Harry Potter, the boy who lived, yeah, he spent the rest of the summer at the Burrow, yeah? And it's his 16th birthday party, yeah, and Remus Lupin comes round, and he starts talking about all these deaths and disappearances.
Happy birthday to me.
Right, can you not wait till he's blown his candles out? He says, oh yeah, Igor Karkaroff was found brutally murdered.
Brutally murdered?
Anyway, anyone up for musical bumps?
Musical what?
You never play musical bumps?
Normal people call that musical chairs, I think.
No, it's different, it's different.
What?
There's musical statues where you go still.
Did we have this conversation recently?
No. There's musical chairs where you sit down, and there's musical bumps
Did we
where you
get
bump
deja
on the
vu a
floor.
shit conversation? I think I've had this shit conversation before. Oh!
Well, you've obviously not processed it. Musical bumps.
How did I not remember musical bumps?
I remember thinking as a kid, there's got to be more in the musical franchise. It can't just be statues, bumps and chairs. There's got to be like musical slap or something. Or, I don't know, musical stamp. It's gotta be. I think there's a gap in the market.
Musical, right, let's try and figure this out. Right.
What about slap and stamp? You didn't like those two ideas, they were two bankers.
Bit aggressive for me, especially for kids to be playing. Musical, make your bed.
Hey, that'd be good.
Musical, do the washing up.
Yeah.
I saw online one girl, her mum, when she was a little kid, would play that music that's like dun 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 dun, and then she said you have to clean up to this music, and so it would make her do it really fast.
It works, you know. Martina did that with her niece, and her niece doesn't have a niece, but her two nephews the other week. She was like, right, tidy up your toys now, and they couldn't be asked, so they didn't do it. And then she was like, oh, I wonder who can tidy up quicker. And suddenly they were like, come on, get it in the box.
Were you a fast boy?
What's it? I was quite a tidy boy. Was I? I was tidy, wasn't I?
Didn't ask that. At
Fast.
school, there was like, remember the quickest boy in the class? There'd always be one, the fastest boy in the class. Were you the fastest boy in the class? Second. Close second. Third then. Nice one. No.
I wasn't the fastest boy in my house. I was never any good. I was always... Yeah, you were like close first, yeah, second. Yeah, I was always a close second to last. I was never quite as bad. There was always like a kid with an oxygen cylinder. But yeah, I was never, yeah. Rounders I could do, but jumping, running, never any good. And I remember we used to get put in fours for the relay. They'd always put me in first, and then they'd say, oh, hopefully we can make the time back. Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't very fast.
I'm not sure I believe that, because you were a very slight boy, weren't you?
Yeah. But you know what, maybe I didn't want it enough. Just thought, what's in it for me? A laminated certificate?
That's all he cares about, what's in it for him.
Yeah. I thought, why would I do that?
I don't know.
No. But I remember they'd put me in sometimes for like the hurdles or something. But because you'd always get, in the high school sports day, you'd always get the sports kids volunteering for like the big races, you know, 100 metres, 200 metres. Then they'd be like, do you want to do 60 metre hurdles? I'm like, yeah, sign me up for 60 metre hurdles. Triple jump.
Were you a good swimmer?
I was actually. I was an alright swimmer. I did swimming lessons, and I did one competition where I did win a race. I did the backstroke, and I knew I'd finished the race because my head hit the wall. Oh! And I did, and it was only when I kind of like got out of the pool, opened my eyes, that they were like, "You've won!" And they went, "You're through to the next round in Cardiff," and I was like, "I'm not doing that." Not going to Cardiff. I'll take my victory. Yeah, what are you doing that? They tricked me once with folk dancing, going to Cardiff, coming forth, nearly getting on telly, Welsh telly. I must have told that story before.
I don't know. I feel like everyone has to do. It's like jury service in Wales, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Everyone has to have a go, right? Your turn to Your turn to host the news, folks.
Yeah. Yeah, the biggest youth competition
Your turn
in
to do Welsh Babe Station.
I never did Welsh Babe Station.
Hello.
Simone.
Harry.
What are you wearing? You can see what I'm wearing. I'm on the telly. Yeah.
You're wasting your money here.
Yeah, you've only got a minute. You've asked me what I'm wearing. You can see.
Can have as long as they want.
Can you?
You don't just get a minute of
I
Babe
don't know.
Station.
I've never rang them up. If you checking anyone's ever tried 1-800 reverse? Make them pay.
Yeah, but then you've got to turn them on.
Oh no! I'm wearing shorts.
Harry has been made captain of the Quidditch team. Yeah.
Well done him.
And Hermione says, she says to him, now you have equal power to the prefects.
Yeah.
Is that something they need? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Captain of the Quidditch team, giving people detention.
Yeah, like
Not cheering loud enough, detention.
Also, I think it's a weird choice to pick Harry to be the Quidditch captain. Harry Potter, the boy who's only does about half of the matches due to injuries or defeating the Dark Lord. And also, he's like Voldemort's number one target. Do they really want to stick him in the middle of a stadium with thousands of fans that could kill him? It's like sticking James Bond in Wimbledon. Why would you do that? Blofeld could get him in the middle of a serve. Do you know what I mean? Why have Harry be in the Quidditch Cup? He could get shot. You need him inside playing Crown Green Bowls or something.
Is that what you think? We should just shield Harry Potter so he doesn't get a normal childhood? Is that what you want?
Well,
Why
otherwise...
stop there? Why not? I don't know. Don't let him go to Hogwarts. Put him in a bubble, send him to the moon.
Isn't that a good idea? I don't think Voldemort can get to the moon.
He can fly.
No, not through the atmosphere. Get Harry on Apollo 11 and get him on a moon base. I think he'd be alright up there.
Take some gillyweed.
Take some gillyweeds. Yeah. I think he'd be alright. Get him in space. That could be good. If she ever writes more books, I think Harry Potter 8, Harry Potter and the moon base. Get him up in space. Yeah? Who'd want to watch that? I would. Oh, just me, I think. Yeah, Harry Potter in space. Hey,
Anyone see that clip of Harry Potter talking to One Direction?
Daniel Radcliffe, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's going, he's talking to One Direction, I think, and he's going like, I think it's when they were on X Factor.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's just been brilliant to see you every week. I feel like I know you. Like that. And then Louis just goes, isn't Hermione fit? Not Louis Walsh.
I want everybody to get on the phones and vote for Hermione.
Louis from One Direction.
Yeah.
Isn't Hermione fit?
Like
You're gay. What are you talking about?
Sharon agrees. Louis Walsh.
What was Harry Potter like? He was vile.
Hey.
Oh.
Yeah, Mrs. Weasley. She's a bit scared of going to Diagon Alley.
Oh yeah.
Ron takes the piss out of her. She's like, oh, you think Voldemort's going to be hiding behind a bookshelf? It's like, look, people are being killed, Ron. And you're taking the piss. There's terrorists out there, murders, disappearances. He might hide behind a bookshelf. The Death Eaters hid behind those shelves with the prophecies, didn't they? Maybe Voldemort's going to get inside that screaming book. Wait for Harry to open it. And they go, ah! Like that. I think, why didn't they bring the screaming book back?
What? That screaming book. You open that book, it screams at you. Why don't we just keep it open? Like, will it run out of breath and be like, well, that's all I have to say. What would you like to know? Sorry, I just hate being like closed all the time. Keep me open.
Yeah, because you could leave it open on your desk, go to Hogwarts, come back for the summer holidays, and that book's like, my throat's in tatters. I've been screaming all year.
Was Screaming Book in the book?
Yeah, of course he was. He comes out and goes, ah! Of course the screaming book was in the book.
Do you know what I mean, though?
Yeah, I do. I'm being daft.
Well, it was bloody funny.
It's worth it, wasn't it? I don't think Screaming Book was in the book.
I don't think it was.
No.
It's so funny that, like, I don't know, the films were like, and what about a horrible little thing coming out?
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense what that is.
Yeah, I wonder who played the Screaming Book, where they are now. Because he looks a bit Voldemort-y, I think, the Screaming Book. Maybe it's him.
It's not.
Hey, bloody hell, did you hear about this with Gringotts?
What?
It's saying Gringotts have upped their security and it takes 5 hours to get your gold. And Bill Weasley says Archie Philpott had a probity probe stuck up his, and then he gets interrupted. Is he implying that the goblins are doing anal probes in Gringotts?
Just checking Voldemort's not.
Bend, please.
Is he?
Spread, please. Relax, please. But what are you doing?
White, please.
But why is the probe necessary? Because you have to go through the security checks to get access to your bank. Why are you being probed to make a deposit? Do you know what I mean? Who's sneaking stuff into the bank? That's just your own stuff. Surely you'd just be trying to sneak stuff out of the bank.
Sneaker scope?
Yeah, that's true.
What's true about that?
Could be sneaking a sneaky scope. Maybe the goblin's outside going, "You're not stuffing anything up your ass in there, are you?"
Who's asking?
They grip hook. I'm grip buttock. See, it's his silence that makes it awkward. If he responded with something,
With what? I don't know how to respond to that.
like lovely weather we're having.
Grip buttock. Okay, say it again. Say grip buttock
All right.
again.
Grip buttock.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Ain't that good? By the time he's finished, I'd have thought the next thing to say.
Grip buttock. Wow.
Grip buttock.
Fleur's stroking Bill's nose. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did.
Bit too, I don't know, bit too suggestive that, isn't it?
Yeah.
In
That's
front of
private, that,
In
isn't
front
it?
of his family, like.
Yeah. Like, are you two together? Yeah. Would you stroke his nose in public? Yeah, do you? Oh, there you go.
You
Maybe
do
some-
not.
She does now. Bloody hell.
Do you both listen, or does one of you listen to this podcast? Just your thoughts, so yeah.
You're there like, oh, I wish I was watching the football.
Are you a football fan?
I am, yeah.
Yeah. When's kickoff?
3 p.m.
Oh no, really? You're missing it.
It's alright, it's fine.
Hang on.
They're watching it in the room
Oh,
below.
no, man, can buy.
You're not. Oh, hang on. Let's have a look. FA Cup.
I've got to look at some photos.
Oh,
I've been watching.
0-0.
Have you travelled far?
Sheffield.
Hey, that is far.
If you made 4 days, we're in Sheffield.
Sheffield.
Not doing a podcast though.
Oh no, we're not. You coming?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, oh, there we go. Oh, that's
not yet,
nice.
not
Yeah.
You bringing anyone?
Yeah.
No, that's nice. We need the numbers.
Yeah. Hey, there might be an owl in Sheffield, just so you know. We're trying to. Someone wants to bring an owl and let people take pictures with an owl.
Oh.
So we're just asking the venue if they don't mind bird shit being on the floor. And if they say yes, someone might be there in a costume with an owl.
I've seen worse on the floor in London.
Have you? Yeah. That's alright. Oh,
You're
good.
like, you know that film Yes Man? But like, do you know like in the film Yes Man, he says yes to everything and interesting things happen to him. You say yes to everything, it's all boring. Someone's going to bring an owl in for everyone to look at. Do you all like that? Yeah, sure, yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice? You
I'm
turn up to a
30.
show, there's an owl there. I think they want it to like, they're going to do a little 5-minute display of it flying round. I'd want to see that. Free extra.
What are they trying to promote?
The owl.
The owl! Owl awareness! You are aware there's an owl? Yeah.
She's not promoting herself, is she? Look how good I held my hand up then.
No, is there like an owl sanctuary or something?
There's like, I think it's like an owl cafe or something where you can go and eat hygienic food.
Hygienic food.
In a room full of owls.
We've bleached this food.
But yeah,
Hygienic food.
I think I'd go just for the owl. If I knew an owl was going to be at a venue, I want to see that owl.
Did you go on my show in Sheffield last week? Busy or not your kind of thing?
That's the second answer then. Oh, there
there.
you
You're busy.
Yeah.
That's it.
And there's-
Don't say nothing so it made it seem like it was a crap show. Yeah, that's just, if he's not there, then boring.
Yeah. And there's 4 of them. Or is it, how many's left? 3.
Oh, I would actually like to see that because I've been seeing images of that on TikTok and it looks so weird. Gary Barlow grabbing the other 2 around their waist. Come on, boys. So is he their children now? No, are they his children now? Like, what's the relationship? Did they do that on stage? Yeah. And they did the choreographed dance.
They're getting slowly whittled down over the years, aren't they?
Whittled down into like less people.
Yeah, I think eventually they'll just be take 1.
Didn't one of them pass away?
No. You're thinking of Boyzone.
Did someone in Boyzone pass away?
Yeah. Stephen Gately.
What?
Robin Williams is alive. Jason Orange.
He
Is
went
he?
to a farm.
Jason Orange went to a farm.
That's what they just tell people when they put down. Oh, he's on a big farm. He's running wild. There's so much space. He's dead. They put Jason Orange down.
That sounds like one of those kid books, you know, where they put celebrities in them. Jason Orange went to a farm. They've got these books now, which is like big little people with big dreams, and it's supposed to be. Have you seen these books? They're like little books for kids about celebrities and how they've overcome diversity. And there's one of them that's King Charles. It's like, what diversities he's overcome? Like some of them are like,
brother.
some of them make sense, like Malala or I don't know, Bill Gates. But I don't know if he's overcome.
Who's Malala?
I said overcome diversity. Didn't I? They battled through diversity. These straight white men have battled diversity, and they've remained the most successful businessmen. Good on them. No, I meant they battled adversity. Sorry. Hey, new book series, the top 1%. People who battle diversity. Keep that glass ceiling low. Yeah. Nobody corrected me. And, well, in saying this, I'm going against it, but I didn't mention the dance group diversity. But now I have. I'm just imagining Greta Thunberg having a fight with diversity. Them throwing the little. Hey, what's that? It's got to be 1-0 to somebody. It's 1-0 to. Oh, it's Manchester versus Manchester. Manchester Derby. But that's annoying, because then you're bringing another city into it, aren't you? Derby aren't even in it.
Man can't even finish a thought.
Sorry. It's not even telling me who's done it. Goal for United, 1-0. Scored by Garnacho. Oh, sounds tasty. Sounds like something you'd have a dip with, innit? A little bit of Garnacho and avocado dip. Yeah. 1-0. Yeah. Well, that's yeah, good.
Hagrid gives the children a bone-crushing hug.
Thank God that ended that way. Hagrid gave the children a bone-crushing hug. Man needs to learn his own strength. I think he's been given too many big objects. Like, in his house, he's just got things made of, like, bones and steel. He needs to, like, learn how to open a packet of crisps without, like, opening the bottom bit as well. You know, like, practice. You know, people who practice, like, shaving on a balloon.
Dude, what the hell are you talking about?
No, what am I talking about? Oh, no, I'm talking about Skyfall. You know that scene where she shaves James Bond?
You're delirious.
I am tired. When she shaves James Bond. Have you seen that scene? She had to practice on a balloon and make sure it doesn't pop.
Do you know these people who shake balloons? Oh yeah, I know these people who shake balloons. I know them very well.
Yeah. Where was my thought going? Yeah, he needs time, like...
You need to go in a mental asylum.
He needs time, like, working with things that can break easily, so he learns how to be gentle. But then how is he not killing animals?
I think you'd get on well in a mental asylum.
Yeah.
You don't think nice little robe, jigsaws all day.
It does sound nice. Telly, interesting people, good
Yeah.
company. Live, laugh, love.
All your favourites?
Yeah.
You lot are fun.
They do sound. I think it'd be good.
Mm.
It says here, Hagrid is wearing a beaver skin coat.
Oh.
Right. Hagrid is enormous. How many beavers have got into this coat? I worked it out, because how big's a beaver's about that, isn't it? A beaver. And then it's got to go all around his body and all the way up. I worked out he's probably killed about 60 beavers to wear that one coat.
Show you're working.
Let's say a
You
beaver.
can't just say, I've worked out. And he's been sat on a plane and he's gone like this.
Yeah, it was a rough estimate.
And then 60.
How tall's a beaver, do you reckon? Should we say it's about, I don't know, 10 centimetres tall? Do we agree with that, beaver? Yeah.
10 centimetres tall? What are you talking about?
Oh, bigger.
10 centimetres is like that.
Is that not bigger?
A beaver's like this.
All right, 30 then. Think a beaver's half a metre tall.
10
How big's it?
centimetres? Think of a 30 centimetre ruler.
How tall's a beaver then? What are we saying? Give me a round number. 30 centimetres. Someone else says 30 centimetres. Right, 30 centimetres. How tall's Hagrid, do we know?
7'4".
You can't mix me up with metric and imperial. So let's say Hagrid is...
How tall is Hagrid? 7'4".
7 foot.
He's 8'6".
He's 8'6". Let's say that's like, I don't know, 3 metres. Yeah. 3 metres, that it wouldn't be able to work it out, right? So 3 metres divided by 30 centimetres, that'd be 10 beavers. Right? But then you got to get round him as well, haven't you? How many beavers round Hagrid? Also, I am assuming that the coat is from his head to his toes. So let's take off head and toes. 20. Let's say 7 beavers tall is the coat. How many times round him? 5 or 6? I think that's at least 40 or 50 beavers. It's a lot. It's a big sacrifice for one coat, isn't it? Especially when there's faux leather. There are other options, Hagrid. Care of magical creatures, killer of normal creatures. He's got a moleskin bag, crocodile shoes.
They walk into the same clothing shop as
I had enough of that then, haven't you?
Draco Malfoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to keep it rolling. They walk into
Yeah.
the same clothing shop as Draco Malfoy, and Draco Malfoy says, if you're wondering what that smell is, Mother, a mudblood just walked in. There was no need for that!
Yeah. Well, how does he get away with it? Because I thought it was like considered a hate speech.
They're all over the place as to when they consider mudblood offensive. They consider saying Voldemort more offensive than mudblood.
Yeah, that's not right, is it, everyone? It's not right.
It's naughty.
Yeah.
I
I feel like he should at least get like a fine or something, or have to do some what do you call it, youth. What's it called? Yeah, community service.
Maybe as he's getting older, like parents become more used to their children swearing. Like me now, I'll swear in front of my parents all the time. There's nothing they can do. And there's a bit as well later on where Ron tries to have some free stuff off his brothers, and they go, "You can pay for that." And it says in the book, he puts all the stuff down, walks off, and swears.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, he's walking off, going, "Cunt."
Well, it says he also
Excuse
shows
me?
like a finger. He shows the finger as well. Shows 2 fingers as well.
What swear did he say? Well, let's go through it.
Well, he does 2 fingers because Mrs. Weasley tells him off and says she's going to tape his fingers together. So he must have done the V's, I
So
reckon.
he's done the bees,
Yeah.
and he's gone,
Cock.
cock,
Yeah.
anus.
That's not a swear word. That's a part of the body. But do you know, in Germany, that's not rude.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that. Like,
Put them together.
what do you mean?
Close them.
What's that?
Close them. Put it over your lips.
No! Right.
That's illegal in Germany.
Yeah,
You can't do
You're not allowed to do the salute.
the Hitler thing.
Yeah.
And for good cause as well.
Yeah. But yeah, but when I first went to Germany, I didn't know that was all like okay to do. And then I'd be like, because you have to take like group photos and stuff for the school newsletter and stuff. So I'd be like, right, everyone take a photo, and half the kids would be like, that's disgusting.
Well, Americans do that as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's nothing. That's like whatever. It's just Well,
I remember they used to do that on the wrestling. If I was watching the wrestling, and he'd go, because he'd be like 1, 2, 3, and if it only went to 2 before the person like moved their shoulder, the referee'd go like that. And we'll find out in a minute what that is. But I just think the referee was like swearing at the crowd. I was like, why is he doing that? But he was just saying 2. Anyway.
Good old referee.
Yeah. Hey, they don't have to do potions anymore, so they don't have to buy any potions ingredients. And when I used to be able to drop a subject at school, that used to feel like such a release. Do you remember doing the New Year at school and you're like, oh.
Relief or release?
Relief. I'm thinking of relief.
Oh, I've dropped a subject. 6th form's brilliant.
Dropping a subject, you're dropping out of this school. You don't do that. But it was, you come in, I don't have to do geography anymore, or religious studies. It felt freeing just doing the things you like to do. I imagine Harry will feel like that this year, not having to do potions or whatever else he's not doing. Divination. What was your subject that you were like, I can't wait to drop that?
I dropped English language in the first year of A-level, but I should never have taken it because I'm not interested in English language at all. I don't know why I took it.
Oh, idiot. Yeah.
I was good at literature. Oh, A at GCSE.
See, I haven't had an update from the last one.
That is loud, isn't it? Yeah. It was funny because I remember a staff came up earlier and he's like, there might be a bit of shouting, and he's like, he thinks there's a pipe at the back there, and he put a bit of tissue in the pipe.
That'll do it.
And I kind of think it's coming through the floor. I don't think it's coming through this.
Well, do you know what? I'm going to go down there. If it carries on, I'm going to go down there in a minute and I'm going to say, excuse me, we're trying to record a Harry Potter podcast upstairs. Can you keep the noise down? Yeah. It's not giving me updates here.
2-0.
2-0, Man United. That Manu.
39.
No, that's Manu. Man United. It's not Manu.
Has everyone had a good look at his dad yet? It's good to know, isn't it? Like, it's interesting.
Oh, Manu. Oh, he is Manu. Anyway. Yeah. It'll be half time soon, won't it? 39 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we might catch the second half, yeah? We'll be finished soon. Right.
What are you guys doing after this? Going for a meal?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We are thinking about it.
I'm a bit hungry mood.
So you can't go with them? You will go for your own meal.
What are you in the mood for?
Maybe like a little pizza, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Mm?
I'm in the mood for maybe some like Thai noodles or something like that. Yeah, like a
Well,
wok thing.
Rudy's for you too.
Yeah.
My time for you.
Might Thai for me. Yeah.
You going for something sweet?
Maybe.
What are you hungry for?
Street food, I think.
Yeah.
Street food scraping me off.
Where should I send you? You local?
Preston.
Nice.
Preston slander from
You've heard some press and slander. That's funny. I assumed you weren't a listener. I don't know why. I thought you looked a bit
you. 4 hours a day.
too much of a lad. 4 hours a day.
All comes to work.
Nice one. What do you do?
Build players.
That's brilliant.
Hey, look at that.
BAE. My uncle used to work
Huh?
there. You might know him.
Probably not.
How long have you worked there?
About 2 years.
2 years.
He died before that. What do you say? They're big planes. Oh, it's a big place. I don't like. Do you know him? You're like, oh no, the big planes. You know, he might work at the back and he might work at the front. They won't know each other. Yeah. Which bits of the plane? Which bits do you make?
All stuff, wings, maybe?
Maybe you should know. I might have made a wing today. Is that all right, boss? Hey, 2 of them and you'll have done a whole plane. Yeah, that's exciting, yeah.
I feel like my sister Sophie's boyfriend works there, but he's a web designer, so I don't know. So you won't know.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's funny that Preston slandered for me. What have I said about Preston? Do you remember?
I can't remember his absolutely about the egg rolling.
Egg rolling.
Oh yeah, Evening Park.
He's egg rolling. You were slandering Preston.
Yeah.
It's not
Preston. You nearly stopped listening. Never. I got you for life.
What a funny time COVID was. They cancelled the Avenham egg rolling and instead they hired me to do a video about egg rolling filmed in Llandudno.
And this was on the podcast.
We must have talked about it, yeah. I don't think I ever even saw that video, how it ended up.
Oh yeah.
It was me, I was like an egg expert and I had to I was just explaining about the egg rolling. Yeah, you remember, because a Fabergé egg got broke.
And this made me go, I hate Preston.
Well, I think, was it Preston-Blackpool rivalry? Maybe it was something to do with that.
Do you know? Do you listen?
Well, I started listening when we was in Milan.
Ah.
And we were on the train.
Oh, what a holiday this is.
Yes. You started listening in Milan.
We were in some like bedtime, not well.
Some white noise. Some shit chat, you know, that kind of something you can just zone out and not listen. Feels like it's like something, a fan on in the background.
Believe it or not, all the TV was Italian, so
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought, you know what, I'll introduce you to the podcast.
Hell yeah.
And we went on a train and I looked at all the scenery and I didn't mind you.
No, that sounds fun.
Yeah. That's funny, looking at Milan hearing Tom talk about how shit Preston is. He's right, look at this. Preston's not this, is it?
Milan.
How is Milan? Is it nice?
City.
Yeah, because it's not very, I feel like it's more of an industrial city, isn't it?
Bed on the train track.
There's a bed on the train track. Yeah, bloody hell.
What do you mean, like?
There's a mattress on the train track.
It's a funny prank, innit? Shh, don't wait. You boys.
Yeah. Yeah, well, at least they're comfy in their last moments, I suppose. Get a feel of this tog.
Too dark, you are. Your humour's mental.
Is it?
You're sick and twisted.
That's not a nice thing to say to your friend.
Oh, sorry. I apologise.
No, a bit that really made me laugh in this chapter is that Fred and George have got a big poster on their shop that says, "Stop worrying about you-know-who. It's time to worry about you-know-poo. Our new laxative sweet." Right, which is a bit funny, isn't it? And then Molly Weasley goes, "I can't believe they've done that. They'll be killed in their beds."
But you know who isn't his official title. He didn't come up with you know who, did he?
Yeah.
Like, he don't call himself you know who. Isn't that what the goodies call him?
That's what the goodies call him, yeah. But I think, in her mind, does she think Voldemort gets angry that easily? That he's going to see a poster for you-know-poo? I think I'm going to murder them in their beds. So, Dark Lord, the plans we've got for the assassination of key political figures is going well. Put all that on the back burner. There are two twins that have made a laxative called you-know-poo. That takes priority. We're going to kill them in their beds.
When I listen to these books, and I don't even bother say read anymore because I only
Yeah.
listen to the audiobook.
Yeah.
But when I listen to him, I always remind myself that the twins are shorter than Ron because in the film
Yeah.
they make Ron a lot taller than them.
Yeah.
Do you ever, because a lot of the time I think of the actors who play the characters
Yeah, I do.
rather than, I don't know, the
Yeah.
drawings on the front of the book.
I do. I imagine those twins. Yeah. I think if someone named a laxative after me, I'd feel flattered. If I saw a poster that said Puka's Turd Bin, I'd be like, that's great. Do you know what I mean? You'd feel a bit like honoured, wouldn't you?
You got any others?
No, I put 2 in 1. That was good enough, wasn't it?
Puka's Turd.
Turd Bin.
You'd
Yeah.
find that flattering?
I think I would, yeah. 'Cause I think, oh, they've thought of me there.
I don't know.
Because I am quite regular as well, so it makes sense to.
You have IBS, you are not regular. Oh, I'm very regular, mate. No, you've got anxiety issues.
There's something, isn't there? It's either, if I could self-diagnose, because I won't go to a doctor, it's either a lactose thing or just classic IBS. Because, do you mind me saying, Father? You've got it, haven't you? I thought you had IBS. No? Have I made that up?
To me?
Yeah.
Oh, years ago, yeah.
I thought you...
You grow out of it.
Maybe I've got it.
I haven't now.
No, not now.
No.
Yeah, IBS. Sounds like an insurance firm, doesn't it?
No, it sounds like irritable bowel syndrome.
It's not irritable, I like it. Why is the doctor telling me that I'm irritated? I'm not irritated.
Pleasurable, doctor.
It should be PBS. That's nearly the Pet Shop Boys. Pet Boys Shop.
Public Broadcasting Services.
Oh.
Mm.
Pubes. Anyway, sorry. I'm going to need another nap before the show tonight. Can I climb back in your bed?
Who's told you about pubes?
Kids at school. No, at my school when I was a kid.
Oh,
Not me. No.
cutting that out.
Kids, I know we've got maths now, but I've always wanted to know. Does anyone know about this? Yeah, we all know, sir. Why don't you know? Yeah. When I was a kid, I meant. I knew anyway.
You're a very hairy bloke.
Oh, God. Yes.
I reckon you're an early bloomer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, how old?
I don't know.
5?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
1?
I had a little fuzzy moustache probably when I was about 12.
Okay.
Like little bits of this and that. I don't know. I didn't keep a diary. I didn't keep an account. Like Samuel Pubes. Hey! Hey! Didn't expect that today, did you? Samuel Pubes pun.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
There was I remember in year 7, there was a boy who was one of my closest friends. He was very proud of his body hair. He would roll up his school t-shirt and he would like hold his arm above his head like that to show everyone the flourish that he had. Anyone like that at your school?
There was a kid in my drama club who would like to show me his.
Just you?
No, he'd show all the, but then he wouldn't show his bits. He'd just like show you enough to see like peaking hair.
Peaking hair?
I'll have the peaking hair and the special fried rice, please. That might be a thing because there's a rabbit in it. That could be a dish somewhere. Peaking hair.
Lovely. And this boy, are you friends with him now?
No. I don't know if I was friends with him then. But,
You're getting a free pube show. You didn't have to enter into a friendship.
yeah.
Mm.
Kids are weird, aren't they?
people thinking, you know what, I think I can go to the toilet during the pube chat. Or maybe
Are you
they-
finished with that yet? No, still talking about it.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, but do you know what? You got to commend Fred and George. This empire they've set up is pretty impressive. And the stuff they've got, they're selling defence weapons to the Ministry for Magic. Sorry, there was a lot of gas in that sip that I just had. They've got like defensive shields, gloves that deflect spells. Why hasn't anyone come up with all this before? They're geniuses. They should be millionaires, Fred and George, shouldn't they?
Yeah. I don't know, like, I thought I saw tat in it.
Well, what they've got up front is tat, like the nosebleed nougat and the fang frisbees or whatever they've got. But in the back, they've got like these defence weapons.
Yeah, but they're also selling, like, you know, muggle magic tricks. And they referred to their own father. They go, yeah, we got muggle magic tricks. That's for freaks like Dad. Don't call your father a freak.
Yeah. He likes what he likes.
It's impolite.
Yeah. And also it's his job. I think it's odd to say that, like, oh, my dad's a freak, he's enthusiastic about his job. No, actually, who is enthusiastic about their job? I'd be worried as well. Anyone here enthusiastic about their job?
You must be. You don't like it that much.
Pays the bills.
What do you do?
Like social work.
Is it hard? No. I thought social work was hard.
What kind of area of social work?
Well, I work in GP practices.
Okay.
I sweep everyone up.
Skew everyone up.
And then you know.
Right, yeah, the concerning appointments when things are flagged up.
What do you do?
I guess.
Okay, I'll have a guess. Private investigator.
Well, he would say that, wouldn't he?
Teacher.
No, a bit more guessing for the next
Everyone
10
will have a
minutes.
guess.
I reckon.
Well, everyone gets one guess.
Weatherman.
That's your guess. You've just joined us. We are guessing what this man does. Alright, what's your guess?
IT consultant.
Is that an insult? No.
What are you going for?
No.
What you got?
Big man.
How about you?
No.
Oh, Ricky.
No. Accountant. Yes.
Hey!
Did anyone have accountant cocked and loaded? Wow. Do you know him? He's me brother.
Hey, that's good. I was thinking of doing something like that in Germany, but then you've got to learn the German system. Scary.
Oh, well.
Do you enjoy it?
It's alright.
Yeah. Can you just like, because the thing. Sorry, this just turned into me talking about my life now and prospects. But I like the idea of, do you get to just get on with your own stuff and
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah. Sounds nice to me that.
Mm.
Alright, good. Anyone else want their job guessed? Yeah. Yeah, but like Fred and George are so successful, and it makes me a bit annoyed at Molly Weasley, because every time they mention Fred and George, she's like, them and that joke shop. What are they doing with their lives? It's like they're running a successful business, they should be commended. What?
I thought you were going to be like, what are you doing with your life?
Oh, no.
We got told off that once. I think we were going too hard onto Molly Weasley and someone left us a 1-star review.
Yeah. They were like, it's hard being a mum of 5 kids. But I think
She's a made-up mum. She doesn't exist.
I think our argument is that for 10 months of the year, the kids are sorted for, aren't they, at Hogwarts?
And she magics the food.
And she magics the chores, doesn't
Magics
she?
the chores.
Yeah. I'm not saying, what she does isn't
Petunia,
worthwhile.
that's a real mum.
She does a lot, doesn't she, Petunia?
Yeah.
I salute her. Not that salute. For the audio listeners, that was a UK salute.
He did for the audio listeners, he did a far-right UK salute.
I did not.
And now he's duck walking around the stage. Is it duck walk? What is it?
Goose stepping.
Goose stepping. I think duck
He's
walking's that
penguin
drag
shuffling
thing.
around the stage. Hey, that'd be fun if it was a penguin waddle instead. Be a lot more fun. Hey, speaking of far right,
Would that make you join?
no. There's going to be an election, isn't there? People excited about that? No. It's a bit, I think there could be a change in government after a long time with the Tories.
I think there probably will be.
Yeah.
Are you voting for them?
It's private.
It's fun to put people on the spot, isn't it?
Yeah. You vote for who you want to, all right?
Don't vote for his party.
Right. It's gone from me doing a UK salute to me.
I don't like the idea of a UK salute.
Just like it. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to vote. I've never won a vote that I've voted for. Do you know what I mean? Since I've been able to vote, every time I've voted, the thing I voted for hasn't won.
Yeah, well,
Sad, isn't it?
Farage ain't running anymore, so you can't vote for him.
I never voted for him. He's in America now, isn't he? With Donald.
I don't know about that.
Anyway, we don't know enough about politics to talk about it on the podcast.
Well, why did you bring it up?
I don't know. You mentioned
We're
far
having a
right.
general election, aren't we, everyone? How does everyone feel about that? Room full of Harry Potter fans. No. Tell me about wizards.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the last part of the chapter, Malfoy's talking to Borgin in the shop. It's the vanishing cabinet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants the vanishing cabinet fixed so that he can use it as a secret way into Hogwarts. That's the end of the chapter.
He's in there, and then Hermione and Harry try and go in afterwards and like figure out what he was doing in there. And Hermione comes out with a terrible lie. She goes, oh, my friend was just in here, and I'm looking to buy a birthday present for him, but I don't want to buy anything he might have bought himself. What did he buy? And Borgin goes, get out!
Yeah, didn't fall for it. Yeah, I feel like Hermione should have had a cleverer plan with that, because she's clever, isn't she? But
yeah, she's clever actually, isn't she? Yeah.
I think if you'd just gone in going, no, I think I'll buy that, and then if he goes, oh, that's not for sale, you'd be like, well, that's the one.
Okay then. Yeah. How many UK salutes
Yeah.
are you giving this chapter out of 5?
I enjoyed it. As I said, I love the Diagon Alley episodes. It's like being at Oldham Shopping Centre. You've got all the fun people walking around, being daft, all the shops, yeah, and it's magic. I like the bit Hagrid goes through the leaky cauldron and does the bit with the brick wall again. That felt nice and nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yeah, good bit of fun. Malfoy's up to something. Bit of intrigue there. I thought it was fantastic. I'm going to give it 5 UK salutes out of 5.
Now for me, it was a bit interesting this chapter. They went from one place to another. Draco Malfoy showed his face. He's got a little plan he's trying to hatch. Oh God, I love this book. I love Harry Potter. I can give this chapter no more than 4 salutes out of 5.
Go on then.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe in the military. I don't want to do a salute.
No, the military exists.
All right, fuck it.
Hey, the Pottervision salute.
Right, yeah.
You got a quiz?
Yeah. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Right. Are you ready for the quiz? Here we go.
Quiz, quizzicky, quiz, quizzicky, quiz, Gonna ask you
Some questions. How well will you do? Quiz, quizzicky, quiz, quizzicky, quiz. Can I ask you about Harry Potter, Lucas? How well will you do? Right. Here we go. Here's the first one. What happened to Karkaroff?
He got killed.
No, he's dead.
No, come on. You can't take that away from me. He got killed. That's correct, isn't it?
Karkaroff is dead. I wouldn't say that. All right, I'll give you 1 point
Yes.
for that. What does a Fleur stroke of Bill's
His nose.
after hours? So I'll have to go
His
with
bill.
his bill.
No. Yeah, his nose.
What kind of hug does Hagrid give the children?
A bone-crushing hug.
Correct. Where is Buckbeak back in?
Where is Buckbeak back in?
Yeah.
Hogwarts.
The open air.
But he's back at Hogwarts, isn't he?
I don't know.
Ah, come on.
He's back in the open air. That's what Hagrid describes it as. What happens? So there's a character called Malfoy, and he swears at Hermione. What does he call her?
A mudblood.
Correct. But unfortunately,
No, that's a win. That's got to be a win. You can't cheat me out of this.
No, honestly, I'm thinking of you here.
What do you mean you're thinking of me?
I need you to try harder. In the game of what am I thinking, you need to figure out what I'm thinking.
We did a poll to decide again which people thought was the best segment, Hedwig's Droppings or the quiz, and the quiz did win again. But we got a number of comments that were like, the quiz, if Lucas tries and if Tom doesn't cheat. We got about 3 things that said that.
That's nice.
They were like, if the quiz is done properly, the quiz. If not, Hedwig's Droppings. Yeah. Well, I'm going to take that as a win. I thought I got everything right there.
Okay, I didn't think that way. A weird way of thinking it. I'm going to consider me passing this driving test, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well, Hedwig's Droppings, if you want to ask any questions, we have a little Q&A before we finish. Does anyone have anything they'd like to ask or mention or say?
Comment, questions. Start with you, sir. You must have something.
Tell us how Quidditch works again.
The rules of Quidditch.
Anyone got a question?
Oh.
You know, go on.
Why is Buckbeak under witness protection now?
That is weird, yeah, because he's under witness protection under the name Witherwings. Yeah, wow, yeah, there's no really... Yeah, why is he? What does he know?
What's he done?
Maybe Buckbeak knows something about the Dark Lord. He could maybe claw it into some paper. Like what his plan is or something, or maybe Voldemort's allergic to something. Buckbeak knows. Maybe Voldemort's got IBS like me. Or lactose intolerance.
I hope not all the flying around he's doing. In that robe that's just open at the bottom.
Oh!
No wonder they call you the Dark Lord.
Oh! Double thinking those dirty bare feet now. Oh! Horrible.
He's just wafting his robe.
Oh! Yeah. Hopefully that answers your question. Yeah. Does anyone else have a question that they'd like to ask? We'll cut out this silence. So it sounds like you want to ask questions.
You must have a question, lad.
You said you grew up in London.
Yeah.
What's the castle called near there that I'm thinking of?
Conway Castle.
That's the one.
These are the kind of questions we're after. Just
Conway
something to fill
Castle.
time.
Yeah.
Still have the toboggan thing on the...
Yeah, they still have the toboggan, they still got the copper mines, the cable cars, paddling pool, they've got the lot. Hey, I tell you what, Conway Castle was one of about 8 castles. If you've not got a question, I'm going to bore you today. Conway Castle, Wales was last independent in 1282, right? And it got took over by the English. Edward the First. And to secure his place in Wales, he built about 8 castles, and you can tell they're all from him because they're all in the same design. But there's one place in Carnarvon which is by him, but it's different because the towers are octagonal instead of hexagonal, which is very unusual. And there's something there blessed by Diana, Princess Diana in Carnarvon Castle. But Conway Castle's lovely. It's got 3 bridges. One for cars, one for trains, one for something else. I don't know what's
People.
Yeah, people walking. Yeah. But yeah, have you been to Conway Castle?
I used to go there, yeah, annual holiday when I was a kid.
Are you Welsh?
No.
How about the respect he gave him then, pronouncing it properly?
Yeah, well.
He didn't pronounce it properly.
Well, chance it.
Yeah, he had to go. Yeah, it's like that Willie Russell playing it Our Day Out. They go to Conway Castle. Yeah.
It's not where you,
Chirk. That's not even Wales. That's Cheshire.
It is.
Is it? It's Chirk in Wales.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did the Legends of King Arthur in Chirk. I had to emerge out of a trapdoor. We got. I was in this theatre company and they were very excited because they bought a stage that you could build and disassemble every show, which was a nightmare. There were nine like squares of aluminium with wood on the top, and you could assemble it, put it all together. And they were so excited because one of the parts had a trapdoor in it. And then for every play we did, some reason they wanted to use the trapdoor. So like, well, we've bought it now. So we'd have like a Shakespeare play where the witches had come out of a trapdoor. But then I was in King Arthur and I was Merlin, and there'd be a bit of smoke, and then I'd have to come out through the trapdoor. And
when you
appear as
say
young-
come out, did you have to climb up or did it raise?
The trapdoor opened like that, and then, because the stage was about 1 metre tall, so you could crawl under the stage, and then the trapdoor would open, and then I'd just climb up. There'd be plays where, like, there's no trapdoor in Midsummer Night's Dream. Why is Bottom the Weaver going down a trapdoor? That's not in the script. But yeah, we used it nearly every time. But it would take about 2 hours to build the stage and 2 hours to put it down. And if you think medieval castles, has anyone ever been to Harlech Castle? In Harlech Castle, there must be about 60 steps up to the castle, and we had to take these 9 aluminium 3x1 blocks of stage up the castle, and then perform the show, and then bring it back down in the pissing Welsh weather.
I love that story. I think that's one of my favourite stories you tell. I could hear it every day.
Yeah. Being sarcastic.
No.
Look at his screensaver, he's got a monkey's face. He's in a monkey phase at the minute. He sends me a video of a monkey with a big erection. Playing with it.
You go on Instagram, for some reason you get monkeys playing with their penis.
It's not for some reason. That's your algorithm.
No, but like,
I don't get those videos.
it's just allowed. Like, they'll stretch out their penises and they're like, sometimes they masturbate, sometimes they pinch each other's willies. But like, they are just as obsessed with their genitals as we are.
Well, you're obsessed with their genitals.
Just lovely to see.
Lovely to see.
Are you getting the monkey vid, sir?
It's not put up, but it probably will do now. It's
Oh yeah, they'll have heard you now, yeah.
Do you get the monkey vids?
Thank you.
Who's asking? You search them out, yeah.
It's funny, the algorithm, because you watch one video once, and then they're like, oh, you like them videos, do you? And then next minute, like, I watched a video once where it was just a man reading out an unreasonable text from someone's boss, and it was like someone was on holiday, and they were asking for them to come back off holiday to do a meeting, and I was, oh, that's interesting. Now that's all I get. It's like people getting unreasonably fired and stuff, but it's my fault because I keep watching them. I thought, that's me now. I watch these. Does anyone else watch those kind of videos?
No one has any idea what the hell you're talking about.
It's a man reading a text. He's like, look at this someone sent me, and it'll be like a list of text messages from a boss being like, come on, you had the baby 2 weeks ago. We need you back for a meeting.
Yeah, do you know what I get?
What?
Monkey videos and Bible verses.
That's lovely.
Oh, well.
Well,
Any other more cues?
because we've got the A's.
Don't
No, that was a 2-question Q&A. And the first one we didn't even answer. 7 people each side, yeah? There's a seeker, 2 beaters, a keeper. Is it 7? Don't know. 10 points a goal, 150 points for the snitch. That's about it. Hoops.
All the games.
Until the snitch is caught, the game can last forever, technically. Oh! That was a close one, I'm imagining. Still 2-0. Yeah, so, well, thank you so much for, listening. And I didn't even introduce the podcast, but I'll close it. Next time! Oh, yeah, we're on tour. So, we're going to be in Manchester in about 3 hours. Well, we are in Manchester now, but we're going to be at the venue in 3 hours doing the show. Come and see that. We've practiced that one, haven't we? There's not going to be any owls. There might be an owl in Sheffield. But yeah, we're in Liverpool this week, Sheffield, Hull, and we're in London next Saturday. Maybe. So, that's it, isn't it? Next time we'll be on episode 142, and it'll be chapter 7 of book 6, The Slug Club. You have been a double microphone holding Tom Lawrenson.
And you have been the UK saluting Lucas Kirk.
Well, if anyone wants any merchandise, we've got some merchandise. Goodbye!
We're going to hang out for a bit if anyone wants to say hello. So,